Gerrard, how was your run this morning?
It was good fun, actually. It was great to make it to the top. I'm just happy to do that. This car we were only driving, first time I drove it was 3 weeks ago. And so it's just been running for a very short time, and up here, it's just getting here's a victory. Having said that, yeah, I would have wanted to go faster. We had overheating issues from about the halfway point on up, and I just had to kind of pedal it and be careful.
So do you know what your time was?
I think I heard a 10:19.
10:19.
Yeah.
How did you do in the preliminaries?
We did pretty well. We were, again, working through a lot of things with the car. We ended up, at the very last session being the second fastest car overall. Though I don't think that's how we finished because of the overheating. So that's a bit of a disappointment. It would have been nice to finish, second or up in there. But again, hats off to the team for putting this thing together in 3 weeks and giving me the car that I did have to run all the way up here to the top at a pretty good pace.
We smelled some brakes going on there.
It's a lot of water actually. So it's kind of boiled itself over. There's not really any water left in the cooling system, but again, it was just a nice strong engine that made it to the top, and love Fab, and RPS brakes were amazing on the way up. Sunoco fuels, all those things. Vibrant, of course, giving us a lot of sponsorship behind the car, and it's just a really fun car to drive. I can't wait to come back and do it again.
Yay! We can't wait to have you back again. It's always great to see everybody get up here, and tell us a little bit about what it feels like to come up the mountain.
To be honest, it happens very quickly. Like, I come here on tourist days and you're just like driving like a tourist and you're like, man, it's a long way up there. And then the way up here, I was just like, I'm already here? I'm here now? It's like one of those things. So it's actually very funny. It goes by in a flash. And it's amazing to think that you do come up in this mountain in such a short amount of time relative to, an hour just to come up as a tourist. So it just sort of speaks to how kind of crazy this race is, I guess.
For sure. I have one extra question for you. How does the elevation affect engine performance, and how do the Garrett turbos help you stay competitive?
That's a very specific question. So what happens with the turbo? It's like the best thing to have up here, because with the turbos you get higher. Of course, the air density gets lower for everybody, but with a turbo you can just keep making the boost go up and up and up and up, so you can continually compensate. So as long as the turbos have capacity, the car makes the same horsepower here that it does at the bottom. Some of the cars aren't like that. Their turbos are a little smaller for better response, and those ones kind of run out of puff up here like an engine without turbos would.
So that gives you a pretty good edge then,
It's really ideal at altitude. I mean, even if you're buying a car and you live at altitude, get a turbocharged car. It's much better at altitude.
Oh, that's great advice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gerrard. Congratulations for making it a Gerrard, sorry.
It's all right.
Thank you, Mr. Gerrard, for answering my questions, and congratulations on making it up the mountain.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks so much.